Hey everyone. I wanted to take a minute today and talk to you about some of the changes that are made on the computers. Everything's been moved from Mozilla Firefox over to Google Chrome, and Google is now the preferred search engine that we're using. This will help keep everything in line. It's a easier format to follow. You can still use Mozilla if you want to. You can just go to the Start menu, open that up, and Mozilla's right there, and you're welcome to use that if you want to at any time. Some of the reasons for using Google Chrome is that it allows us to do a couple of things that the other ones don't. We're able to put these extensions on, and we're also able to use this toolbar in a way that will help us with some of the features. I was able to put all the premium sites on there, as well as some of the more frequently used sites like Find a Grave. And so you can just click on that and go to any of those anytime you want to. RecordSeek, not RecordSeek, but Find a Record extension was already on there. I added Hope Chest, and I'll do a tutorial about both of those coming up. But today the tutorial I wanted to do was a little bit about RecordSeek. When you go onto the computers at the center, RecordSeek is going to be that first tab that you see on that toolbar. RecordSeek is a great tool. It's FamilySearch certified. What it does is it allows us the opportunity to find records on any site and then be able to cite them back to our tree on FamilySearch with ease. So much easier than anything else. Previously, if you wanted to add a source onto somebody, you would have to scroll down, click on the Add the Source button, and fill in all these sources or all these tabs in a way that gets you back and forth. And sometimes it worked great, and sometimes it was hard to know exactly how to fill that out. RecordSeek is going to change all of that. It makes it so much easier. We're going to use one of my family members as an example. Meet Abby Borden. She is on my grandmother's side, and she's a great-great-grandmother of mine. I have a little bit of information about Abby, and mostly that comes from research I've done on her husband, William Trafford. Through his Find a Grave record, I was able to find her information because her death information and birth date were also on the gravestone listed with him. I have some hints over here from FamilySearch all about their marriage. I've already got those on there. I just haven't cleaned these out yet, but I already have her marriage information on there. What I would like to do is really to confirm this birth date, death date, all of this information. Find a Grave is a great source, but it's not always accurate, and we should always make sure we find some backup proof for that. But the other thing that I really want is to find her parents. Massachusetts has great death records, and so I think if I go through and find a death record for her, I'll be able to fill in some of this great information. And I haven't been able to find it on FamilySearch. So I'm going to click Ancestry.com and search Ancestry's records. If I click on Ancestry, it's going to open that up into a new window over on Ancestry.com, and it's going to take all the information I already have about Abby and put it into their search engine. I'm going to edit this just a little bit because what I'm looking for is her death information, and she died with her married name attached to her. So all of her death records will likely have that name attached to her before Borden. So change that, add that in, and right away the first thing is that Find a Grave index. And that has Abby's information, and this is the information I already have on her. But right below that, there's another one. This is a Massachusetts death record for Abby W. Trafford, same name, born about 1826 in Westport. That's what I have also from the Find a Grave record. Death date November 2nd, 1856 in Taunton, Massachusetts. Not quite the same as Westport, but they're in the same county, so I'm going to go with that as pretty accurate. All of that information is as accurate as I can get to what I already have. I've done a little research, and I'm pretty confident that this is my Abby Trafford. I look on here, and it's a great record. Not only does it have that information that helps confirm the Find a Grave record, but like I said, it also lists her parents as Bradford and Hannah J. Borden. And it gives an alternate spelling of that last name with an O-N. I can open up the record, obviously, and look at it, and I can find a little bit more about Abby. She's right here. There's her death date, the age when she died, which was 30. She died of consumption. Shows that she was married, where she was born, and there's her parents' names right there. So I want this record. I want to attach this record to Abby. It gives me a lot of great information. Previously, I'd have to go down here, kind of sort through this, figure out which is the correct source information I want, and is this the citing I want to use. Then it would be a little bit unsure of how to get the right URL to get me right back to the source that I want. RecordSeek solves that problem for us. All I have to do is click on RecordSeek. It's going to open up a window right here. I'm actually going to go back because right here, the first thing it's going to say is ask if I want to create a source that adds it to FamilySearch or to Ancestry.com. This is another great feature about RecordSeek. If we're using Ancestry.com, if I have a tree in Ancestry.com and I've found a record, say in FamilySearch or Google or some town's historical site about my Abby, I can use the same feature anywhere. I don't have to just use it between Ancestry and FamilySearch, but I could attach it to my tree on Ancestry.com. Today I want to take a record from Ancestry and attach it to FamilySearch. So I'm going to just click on FamilySearch, and right then it fills in all that information that I need. It gives it a source title, it has the URL correctly, it has the source citation, all this stuff right here afterwards. That's not really important. I'm not going to get rid of it, but I could. This right here is the citation, and it's as close to the Elizabeth Show Mills as you're going to get from any fill-in site. It's really great. Right down here it says to describe the record. I can put information in here that says this is Abby's death record that shows cause of death and parents' names. So now I know what this is all about, and I'm just going to click next. Right now it's going to say who do I want to attach it to, and I can go ahead and put in Abby's information, or I can put in her PIN number. I've copied her PIN number down, and I'm just going to put that PIN number in right there. If I had just put in her information, that would work too. It would just go and crawl through my family search and find somebody with that information and ask me, is this the right person? But since I have her PIN number, I can just put that in and avoid that middleman. So now it says it's going to attach it to Abby Borden over on FamilySearch. I can click on that if I want to make sure it's the correct Abby Borden, but I know that it is. I'm going to put a reason to attach the source is that corresponding names. And dates. That's why I want to attach it to her. That's a good reason to attach it. So then I just click create and attach. This little thing is going to bounce showing me that it's working. Done. Congratulations. The source has been created and added to Abby Borden. I can click on here and it's going to open up FamilySearch for me. It's going to go right to Abby, and it's going to show me where that source is now. So we can take a look and make sure that everything's proper, ready to go. It takes a little bit to load up there. There's Abby Borden. So previously I had 4 sources attached to Abby. Now there's 5. I can come down there. There's that Abby Trafford in the Massachusetts death records. I can open it up. There's the URL to get back to the page. There's that citation. Remember how I said we could eliminate that? We don't need it. I can go in there and clean that up. It has the notes that I've put down there so that I know that it has her parents' names on there. It has everything I need on there. This is a great source. So now I have Abby's death records attached here. I can then go in and add her parents' name, and then I can attach that record also to her parents. It's a great resource to have. That record, I don't have to deal with filling in sources or finding anything like that, and it gives me 2 more people in Abby's line that I can start searching, and it will generate searches for me. All with this little RecordSeek. This will help us with records, not just on Ancestry.com, but anywhere we might find information or a picture. If we find something on somebody's family reunion website, we find something on Google, any record anywhere we can find it, we can use RecordSeek. And that is something that I've noticed some of our patrons have had problems with, is finding a record somewhere and wanting it to put it on FamilySearch, but not quite knowing how. This is a great tool. It's FamilySearch certified. It's easy to use. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and we can go over them. But I think that this will be a great addition to the center. Thanks for watching, and we'll come back and do some more tutorials later. Bye.